Hello everyone, this is Chaim Durst, the Wordmuse. Today I would like to talk about the 3 keys to a successful personal statement. I've looked at thousands of essays. In fact, in the 21 years that I've been helping students prepare their college applications, I look at tens of thousands of essays. And each year I can gauge which ones are successful, which ones help students get into their first or second choice schools, which essays help students get in ED 1 or 2. And I can clearly and unequivocally say that all the successful essays have 3 elements in common. The first is they show vulnerability. Oftentimes, when students come to me with their first drafts, it's about a volunteer work or some type of award they've won. And I say, oh, wow, it's wonderful that you've done that. It's superb that you've accomplished those things, but that may not demonstrate your character as poignantly as showing a setback or a mistake or some failure in your life, because we often grow more from those. And by showing that, you are demonstrating vulnerability. Think about the most famous characters in literature, the Count of Monte Cristo. Unjustly imprisoned, an underdog against these incredible forces arrayed against him, and yet he succeeds. Luke Skywalker in movies, the underdog, the rebel, the one that is beaten down. That's the type of hero the reader or the viewer will root for. And by showing a mistake and by showing a shortcoming, you're showing the reader that you have the ability to overcome that you are vulnerable enough to reveal that to the reader. That reveals such great strength. The second thing is self-knowledge. You need to know yourself well enough to see your weaknesses. So that's intertwined with vulnerability. Who are you? How did you get that way? Who do you want to be? And what's stopping you from becoming who you want to be? And what steps do you need to take to be the person you desire to be? Those are the key questions that this essay should answer. And in order to do so, you need a high degree of self-knowledge. And the third point is the capacity and the desire to grow. So vulnerability, self-knowledge, and the desire and the capacity to grow. Those are qualities you'll need in college. If you're not vulnerable, it's unlikely you will succeed in school, in labs, in classes, in research. You need to be willing to look at yourself, to admit your mistakes, to grow from your mistakes. All of those things require vulnerability, self-knowledge, and the capacity to grow. In life, in relationships, in all things, you need those 3 things. If you demonstrate arrogance and truculence, the unwillingness to grow or change, the admissions officer will sense that and will discard your application. So I urge you to keep those 3 points in mind when you write your personal statement and when you write your supplemental essays and as you embark on your college career. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chaim Durst. I am the Wordmuse.